Yeah, I
There we
think
go.
yeah, but it might be that you need to spotlight yourself.
I already did that.
Okay, then it's great.
Well, that doesn't mean that it's working, but I
No, I
did.
I think
haven't done
it's
it
working.
today. Okay, that's
I
excellent.
think it's working.
Superb.
What do you say? Where are you going? Where are you going? Huh? Hey, Cecil. Hey, Cecil.
Mm. Cecil is live on YouTube, at least on my end.
Yep.
Hi, Cecil.
I have
Little
to wait
baby.
for his fans to arrive.
Poor Cecil. Poor baby. Just don't get enough attention, do you, big boy?
If only there were more birds that would preen him. I'd like that.
Well, apparently he wants a lot of attention when he first gets out, and he hasn't been getting it. So
Mhm.
I give him attention, but later on, so he wants it right when he comes out. So if I do that, he becomes
Mm.
less. Um, what's the
Mm.
word?
Bushy?
Tricky,
Tricky.
pushy, and tricky, and trying to nipple it in my arm and stuff.
Yeah. Gonna take care of the Cecil and give him what he wants. Because he's a good boy.
Let's
And
see,
he
yes,
deserves
he's a
it.
good bird. Aren't you? Where are you? Where'd you go? And that one was chewing on another toy. I'm going through a lot of toys with this one. I take her, I rotate her toys at the end of the day. If there's anything left over into KK's cage because he's destroyed his by then. And then if there's she gets two, so that I'll take one and rotate it into Cecil's cage because he doesn't care so much about the dangly things on them. He just wants to chew the wood. Right, boy?
They're a big bunch of busy birdies.
They
Mm.
are. And this one, he's been a buzzsaw lately too, haven't you? About three toys a day for him.
It's a big bunch of busy birdie buzzsaws.
Is that your new spot, Lucy? That's your new spot? Is that where you hang out? Mander? Mander, salamander.
Mm.
What are you
It's a
grunting about?
mander. What a cutie.
You grunting down there, little boy? Mander.
Grunting.
He was, yeah.
You going to lay an egg, KK? I hope not.
I hope not. He's male, so I hope he doesn't lay an egg.
Hmm.
If it wasn't for the DNA test, I would truly doubt that he was a male, but
He likes to bamboozle us sometimes. Every so often, he'll just do completely the opposite of what he's supposed to.
I was going to work on that. Well, I've got everything set up for the video on Cecil and desensitization, but more like catch the bird as he flies.
Cecil
Try
playing?
not to.
What?
He flies when he sees that Dremel coming his way. I'm not going to have anything to do with that.
Mm.
You can use the drop. Can train Cecil to fly with it.
I think the other birds disagree. They don't like to have Cecil flying in the future.
I think he'd become an unstoppable menace.
That's the thing.
It's bad enough when he can just run around, but if he could fly around, it'd be unbearable.
I think that was still the solution from a lot of birds. Like when Cecil came running to them, they just flew away. But if you
Yeah.
can fly behind them, oh no.
Yep.
Well, if you teach him to fly, but don't teach him to fly with a toy, it might not be so bad.
Yeah, he'd fly and bash at the same time. It'd be like
But
the
Cecil is
opposite
a master
Lorelei.
in combining things. He likes to combine toys, so why not combining these two things of his probably future hobbies like flying and having a toy in the beak?
Mm. Oh boy.
Cecil.
If I get time, I'd like to teach him to fly. Actually, there's Lucy's another one that needs to be taught to fly. She didn't have the primaries to fly before. She
She
can
has
fly
the
now.
idea,
She,
but
she she does it on occasion, but she's not doing
yeah.
it enough. There's a lot of room in here to fly, and she doesn't do that generally. Once in a while, she flies. But same with Jasmine. There's a lot of birds here that could learn to fly. Jasmine will occasionally fly. Sugar will try it once in a while.
They need to get the idea that it's something they should do regularly rather than a sort of once in a blue moon kind of thing. It should be their natural mode of locomotion.
What
So
is a blue moon?
let's greet some viewers. We have GTH here, who finds it funny that KK's cage is the final stop. And he advises us to just make sure that Cecil's toys are heavy. And then we have Parkinson here, greeting everybody
Yeah.
and especially the hooligans. And
Hi,
then
GTH.
Giselle, plant-based vegan, is here again. Hello, Giselle. Good to see you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Cecil, you can say hello. I know you can.
Gotta say hi to your
Because
fans, Cecil.
say I'm getting petted for once when I first come in, so I'm not gonna say anything.
What a good boy.
He gets petted, but he likes to be petted when he first gets in. I figured that out.
Having a calm day today.
I'm so cute and cuddly. What a good boy.
It's a beautiful Cecil.
Yeah, you're going to be the subject of the video I do later. Yes, you are.
Cecil will be a star.
He'll be a flying star, a shooting star, shooting from one place to another. Try not to get him so scared that he flies away, but he might. As soon as he sees the Dremel, he generally goes, ah! Not that. Anything but
Oh,
that.
Cecil.
He used to be that way when I did his nails. Now he just puts his foot up and lets me do his nails.
Yeah, for some birds
Yeah.
there is that whatever, some things are so super scary to them, they just want to fly away. I remember that I think it's a couple of years ago, back when Maxwell Bird and his owner lived in another house, and there was something like a backhoe in the garden of the neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Maxwell Bird flew for the first time through the whole house and hid. And he was obviously so scared. He had then had to go with him to the vet to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, I remember the backhoe incident. That was quite something.
Yeah.
That was a good one. And I bet he didn't enjoy going to the vet much either.
No.
Had to do his whole demon summoning routine.
Yeah. Rah, rah.
Well,
Rah,
tremors
rah.
are scary. Jasmine. in a timeout cage. Mr. Manda happy on his place. Lucy on her new spot. Shook Shook, super quiet. I guess GTH says the yellow dinosaurs. I'm not sure. I think no yellow crested dinosaurs in here today.
Oh, yeah, that's a mistake on my part.
Oh,
Gotta get Pip.
thanks for the hint. Pippa will love you.
It's quiet, too quiet. Oh yeah, we forgot Pip.
Come on, Pip Pip. He's sitting in her cage like, you forgot me. Yeah, come here. Come on. Sorry.
Yay, Pip
I'm
Pip.
sorry. Come on, Pip Pip.
Didn't mean to forget
Come
about
on.
you, Pip.
Can't forget the Pip. Well, that new
Oh,
video editing.
the yellow backhoe, yeah. Maybe Max confused it with a dinosaur. Yeah, Pip is the lady of the month.
Hi, Pip Pip. That's
She's a
right. That's
beauty.
right.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
Oh, look, Lucy's coming. Making sure who's boss. Oh,
Pippa?
Amanda's coming too, making sure. No, and he's not making sure who's boss. He knows he's not boss. He's just man. Look at, oh my gosh, guys, what are you doing?
It's probably not good that you all sit in that one spot.
Staring at each other.
You'll need some space.
Mm. It really looks like every species had sent someone to so they can form a group and talk about their issues.
The cockatoo conference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll probably get more done than the UN. That's the useless organization.
Mm.
Yeah.
Manda's the Moluccan ambassador.
Be nice there, Pip Pip. I'm watching you. Be nice.
Mm.
You're being a good girl so far. Diesel, what are you doing down there? Oh, getting his shoe. Hey, babe, you need a new shoe. Well, maybe not. Front of it's still there.
Uh-oh,
Manda?
Manda.
Loose. Be
Don't need to-
Pep Pep. Behave, Pippa. No.
I just looked at the replay and I'm still not sure if Manda tried to lunge at Lucy or if you saw her like did a double take and tried to turn around. I'm not really
Yeah,
sure what that
to
was.
me it also looks more like he really tried to turn around
You don't want to go starting anything with
and
Lucy,
lost a
Manda.
little bit of balance. And Pippa looks really like a predator. Pip.
Yeah.
Pippa. You be good, Pippa.
Mhm.
You be nice, Pippa. I'm talking to you. Behave. Behave. Good girl. You behave. Don't you try to block him up there. That's a good girl. That's a good girl, Regan. Pippa. That's right. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
I think Pippa's a predator rather than a prey.
Pippa. I think that the Tritons are a little more sensitive about territory than the other birds. They tend to expand their territory a little faster too. Good girl, Pip. Good girl. That's a good girl. Well, you know he's eyeing you, so be careful. This one down here, he's a sleeping giant. He'll get territorial if she gets too close. Yeah, yeah, he's there. I know. I know. Yeah, she's looking at KK. She knows that she doesn't know where the boundary is, I don't think. She's trying to figure it out. How
Yeah,
close
and he
can I
can sit there
get?
if he wants.
She can sit there, but she tries to get any closer. He's not going to like it. And she can come up on my left side most of the time without a problem. He's getting better, taking a little time. Right? You have a problem with a yellow crest? Yes. Yeah, I know. You want me to pet you. I know. I can tell.
Oh, look
I
at
can
that
tell.
cute shoe. Mm.
It's pretty torn up. I need a new shoe soon.
Mm.
Commander, she just looked at you. That's all she did. Didn't even. Pippa looked at him, and then he just went back to his corner. He wasn't even moving in his direction. He just turned around to take a look. Oh, he was gone. Yep, tip, tip. Hey, Pippa.
Pip, pip, pip.
Pip's a good girl. Pip is a good girl. Yeah, yeah. Pip's a good girl. That's right. That's right. Cecil, that's my ear. Now, you don't need to grab my ear with your foot. How's my Cecil bird? How you doing? Hmm? How's the Cecil bird? Silly boy. Pip, pip. That's right. Hmm? Yeah, I know you want to come over. You can. You can come sit over there. If I can get you over before he bites me, come on. Oh, here. Ah, ah, ah. No, 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 no. No, we're not doing that. No biting. No biting. I know you're just protecting me. I know. I know, KK, you're a good bird. I know. I know you're protecting me. I know that. He's not going to hurt me. Oh, she isn't.
Just got to reassure the cuckoo. Well, there's a question from Giselle who wants to know what's the weather like up there and what's the lowest temperature your birds are at in the aviary?
It's a good question. Temperature is about 60 degrees today, and uh, I generally don't take them out when it's that cold, mainly because someone up there is missing her front feathers. You're not supposed to step on me. You're not supposed to step on me. Not when, well, not when he's sitting here, silly. I know. Doesn't seem right, but that's the way it is. I know you have to protect me. I know. And the problem here too is that usually what happens by the time it gets like 62, 63 outside when it's still in winter, um, we start getting dust in the air, and there's also some place here in the town that produces smoke at that time. I don't know what they're doing, but they produce some kind of smoke, and it usually wafts over around 1 or 2 o'clock. So we really have to get out earlier if possible. And it's hard to do that because it'll be 50 degrees outside and until 2 or 3 in the afternoon right now. They can take lower temperatures with the exception of Lucy. She has no feathers on her chest for warmth. They also have to deal with windy conditions. Deserts get, high winds. When there's high winds, there's too much dust in the air to take them out. Hey, Pippa, no, Pippa, Pippa. Cecil, you have to get off my shoulder. Come on, come over here. Go on. I'm sorry, I didn't want you to drop your shoe. No, Pippa, no. Get out of there. Come here. Come on, leave him alone. Get out of there. What's on your mind? Here, sit up here.
Sit next to Shuggy.
Where'd you drop your shoe? It's easy for you to say. I don't see your shoe now. You dropped it. There it is. Want your shoe back? No, thank you. I'll give it. I'll give it up. I'll give it up. I'll give it up. Don't be a pest. Don't be a pest. That's right. Don't be a pest. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, well, I know you get territorial, but you don't own the whole room, okay? And you don't speak English, so that didn't make any sense to you, did it? Nope. You understand me picking you up and moving you away, though. You understand that. You might not understand why, but you know what I want. You okay, Mander?
That's right.
Mander,
That's
Mander
right.
Solomon? That's right. Pip, pip, pip. Rat, rat. Uh-huh. Yeah. when you're separating them from that kind of a situation, you not only do you need to know the personalities of each bird, but you have to be firm about it. Anybody who's going to have birds who's going to hesitantly try to put their arm up there, you might as well not have them because they can see the hesitation and then they use the advantage of it. They assume that you're not going to stop them. So you have to reach up and take a chance. Now with Pippa, she's not going to bite me, but with KK, he probably would just to protect me now. Look, I've got this situation in beak, okay? So back off. That would be his attitude. Back off, I'm protecting you. Yeah, I know, Pippa.
So GTH is entertained by your conversation with Pippa. And Jocelyn Triggle is here. Hey, Jocelyn. And she's telling us about April, who has locked up herself into her aviary on Monday. And she wants to know if you managed to do this yourself.
Yeah, there was one time the front lock on the aviary doesn't work anymore, so it has one of these little drop down pieces of metal that blocks the door. That's the lock. And if the bolt is too tight, then it'll lock down and you can't get it up. I got locked in for a while. That happened not here. It happened at the old place, but so I have to make sure I keep that lubricated and make sure it doesn't get too tight. If you get tightened, it can stay down, and it's hard to reach it from the outside. And even when you do, if it's jammed in position, it's hard to get it back up so you can get through the door.
I wonder that no Triton has helped you to break out. Usually they manage to do it within minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's like
so there's this one famous video online where I think a Triton, or at least a yellow-crested cockatoo, an African grey, and a macaw share an aviary, and the Triton manages to unlock the door and then all break out together.
Yeah, that
famous. I put Bob into his current cage. He has a king's cage, 507. It's a big cage, but they have the doors where you put the bowls in for the food were listed as cockatoo proof. No, that's wrong. Cockatoo resistant, maybe. And what they have is they have a little mechanism. What happens is you have to pull the mechanism over and then pull it down and pull it like that to lock the door. And the cockatoos can only reach in and pull it halfway. But what the designers didn't figure on is that they can then jimmy the whole piece up. So the piece that holds the door where the door is, if they can jimmy that up and then pull the door away. So all you have to do is get the latch halfway up, and then if you grab a hold of the door and start pulling, you can pop it off. Now, Bob figured that out in less than a minute after I put him in the cage. I look over there and the door's on the floor. So I put it back, and somewhere I have the video of that. I put it back on, and then he did it right again. He just showed me. He just popped it right off. He figured it out that fast. So
yeah, I think a lot of cockatoos did this already to their wet carriers, like when the owner tries to put them in and they are like from the outside. So are you really going to do this? Blop, 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 blop.
No.
Just a piece of plastic waste.
Well, the best locks for the doors are the ones that just have a post, and then there's a round piece of metal or a straight piece of metal that comes down. So when you have that little thing dangling in front of the thing, as long as they can't reach it to lift it up, that's the best kind of lock. But you have to design it so that there's no way they can reach that thing and get it lifted up. And no question, that's the best design. Although I like the design for the king's cage, it works on every other bird I have here. So I think if they really decided, if it was their decision, they're going to try that lock, they would figure it out. But they don't. They don't even try. And they check the doors to make sure they're locked. When if you don't put the lock in position, Snowball definitely. I mean, he would walk away and he's checking the doors to make sure you didn't screw up and leave them open. Because you leave the lock down, the door's closed, and the lock's down, they get right out. That way, Snowball can go and do his voyeur thing all over the room. I bet, Buck. It's all right. You don't need to hiss. You're not that close. You're not that close. No hissing. No hissing. She was here before you.
You have to learn to get along, you guys.
She's a good girl. Can I pet her up there without you going crazy on me? I hope. Still got his head buried. Gotta pet the Pip.
Pet the Pip.
Yeah, that's an engineering feat coming up with the door. I came up with something. I'm not going to do it now, but because it's, hey, don't grab that. You're getting bad about this. He's grabbing the handle I have for the phone. Stop that. Stop it. It makes it hard to do this. Yeah, I shouldn't pet you after you do that. You'll keep doing it. But I came up with a magnetic bowl that you can put in a cage. And Cecil was able to break what he did is that what I was doing was bonding them with epoxy just for tests. And he would break the bond before he could actually take the bowl off the way it's supposed to be taken off. It's a pretty cool concept. You just had to make sure you put the bowl in a certain way. So you'd have to put arrows on it, because if you tried to put the bowl in the wrong way, then these superconductive magnets would rip the bowl out of your hand and everything would go flying everywhere. But if you turn it the right way, put it in the right way, it's easy. It snaps in and the bird can't take it off. And Cecil proved that he's the tough one, boy. He can break anything, can't you? Can't you? Can't you, Cecil? And the way that they would have to turn the bowl, cockatoo can't turn it that way. They can grab it and they can turn it, but they can't turn it far enough to actually make the bowl come off. It was a great idea. But it's just too much in development. I don't have time to develop something like that. The other side of it is if you made them out of type 304 steel and you had them weld bonded, they'd never have to be replaced. You can't dishwash them though. That was another issue. You can't put a magnet in the dishwasher. Hot water will weaken them. But you'd have to hand wash them. What are you doing? If somebody wants to follow through on that idea, I will pass on the research I've done, because I've done a lot of research and with a lot of help from Cecil, right, Cecil? Mm-hmm.
Oh, he looks so innocent.
Yeah. And there's definitely a trick to it. You have to use two magnets and you have to back them a certain way. Then it makes it easy to put the bowls in and take them out, but these guys can't remove them. He broke the welds to the bowl and the holder before he could turn it. If they were spot welded on, yeah, he couldn't have removed them. Hi, baby. Hey. All right. There we go. Yeah, he's gotten a little pushy about being petted lately, and if I don't do it, then he gets a little aggressive, and that's because of my behavior when he's doing it. So I've actually spurned that on by the way I was behaving when he was acting like that. So I was reacting to it and rewarding his behavior with what he wanted. So you got to be careful that you don't reward a negative behavior if it gets them what they want, because then you're going to see more of it. Right, Cecil? Mm. Cecil the bird. Look at that face. Look at that face. What a cute face. Hi, Pippa. Now I've got you over here. You don't want to get too close. You broke a feather. Oh boy. He's always breaking those tail feathers because of the way his pelvis is. What are you doing? Yeah, I know you want me to pet you. I'm not sure I can. No, but you won't come over here. You out of your mind? You're either brave or getting kind of. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. Okay. Now, now if I let
Poor
you climb
Amanda.
up on my arm, I'd be bleeding within about 10 seconds, maybe less. Now you got your point across. If you want me to pet you, I'll lean over and pet you. Okay. Okay. You can sit in my lap later, all right? Once KK's back in his cage. Once KK learns not to be aggressive towards the other birds, territorial is the best word. Once he learns not to be like as territorial as he is, he can stay out longer. But as it is, he gets his 2 hours, and then some of the birds get 4. It depends on how territorial they are. They either get 2 or 4 hours. Right? I just want to get petted, don't you, big boy? Mm. Actually, preen is what he wants, but you think of it as petting, they think of it as grooming, I assume. Read their minds, but mm, I know you want to get some too. Hard to reach your head from here, but hi, Peppa. You're being such a good girl. Thanks for being such a good girl.
So I think Amanda's using the time when KK is sleeping. He gets its pets.
He's watching the situation. Now it's at his tolerance level. He can tolerate him being over there, but not trying to come down and get on me. It's not gonna tolerate.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
that's a
lost.
good advice here from Giselle, who says that when one thinks about locking up something where the cockatoo is in, it should be safe so they cannot get out. But in case of emergency, you should also able to open it quickly. That's true. So
Yeah, and the king's cage locks are like that. I mean, you can pop them right out. You can open that cage right away, not a problem. But for them, for most of them, it's a problem because even if they get the lock halfway down, they won't. It doesn't open. In order to get it open, you either have to move it all the way down, or you have to jimmy it up. Now, the front door lock is the same kind of lock, and they can't reach it to open it. There's nothing to jimmy up either. So, but the food drawers are different. They can be jimmied. Yeah, I know. I know. I just want to get preened. The aunties won't preen me.
Oh, it's tough being Amanda.
Lorelai will preen him. Bob would too, but I don't trust Bob for that. When it comes to preening, I watch him pretty close. He's okay with Cecil, but I still have to watch. If he starts lifting his foot up, then I got to stop it. Bob's a little crazy. I could just say Bob's a Triton. That would answer that question. But wouldn't it? You Tritons are all a little on the edge, aren't you? Just a little on the edge.
Pippa uses also the time. GTH was right. He can read the mind of Tritons. And Lucy's thinking hard about coming over. Yeah, pretty bird. When she starts saying pretty bird, she wants something.
Yeah, that's her I want phrase. Do you want to come over here? If I stand up, you won't come over.
And she also kind of pronounces it like I want. It's not so pretty bird, it's a pretty bird. Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
She's very insistent.
Similar to a cat's meow. I don't know if you guys know this, but cats do not meow at other cats. They only meow at humans.
Well, they do sometimes give noises to their youngs and so, but usually, yeah, adult cats don't really talk towards each other. They actually do it for us humans.
Yeah,
I think
when they do
they're
speak
making fun of us talking.
And I also think they think we are too stupid to read their body language, which is true in most cases.
And the research is that it's a demanding sound they make when they talk to humans. When they talk to other cats, it's a difference. It's more like the mew sound without the ow when they're talking to another cat. What? Can you hit me with that now? Okay. Blinding techniques. I know you won't come down the first time you stay, pretty bird. You want to blind me with that, don't you? Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, GTH is right. Cat fights are pretty noisy.
Yes.
Particularly if they're in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
That's where you hear the hissing and a kind of a sound in. Did that wake you up, Pippa? That waked up the dog. Yeah, that's a low guttural sound they make. I'm gonna do that. A lot of the cat fight thing is just posturing, yelling and posturing for a while. Sometimes they get physical, but if one won't leave, they will sometimes. But what are you doing? Not in the face with the big stick. Come on. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You have to beat me up with a big stick?
That's what he does.
He trains you for Fight Club.
Be silent and attack your friends with a big stick. Is that what you're doing? You're kind of a nutcase, you know that? It's a cute one. No, not gonna stick this, like, poke me. It's not a sword. Don't stab me with your sword, please.
Diesel, stop. Poor Don. He needs his glasses and his face.
Yeah. The face is
I can
important too.
imagine what he's gonna do with the new glasses. I just gotta notice that they came in and probably get them tomorrow or the next day and go get water at the same time. Go pick up 70 gallons of water.
He need some of those factory safety glasses to put over the real glasses.
Yeah, I'm not sure how safe that would be though, because I have some birds that just won't tolerate me changing. I had to explain that I needed to get glasses that look like these. At least they didn't try to steer me into a price range. It was more of what I needed. So if I put on anything that doesn't look like these, then I'm going to get attacked by at least two birds. Cecil will just see it as an opportunity. Oh, those aren't scratched yet. I can scratch those. And they went through the whole thing. Well, you're going to need high index lenses. And I know that. Well, they're considerably more expensive. I know that. I've had this bad vision since I was eight. I think it was 8 years. I have to go by what people tell me because I don't remember time, but
Mhm.
8 years old. So when I started not
Mhm.
doing my homework and not knowing what the teacher was talking about, took them about 2 weeks to figure. Took them 2 weeks to figure out that my vision had gone completely bad in a day, which is pretty much what it was. So first thing they did was sit me at the front of the room, which is not something I wanted. And I had to wait for glasses to show up. And I went from being called Fatso to be calling Four Eyes Fatso.
GTH would like to know if beaks can scratch polycarbonate.
Yes. Well, think of something hard like ironwood. They can dent it, which is amazing. Maple, they can dent it. Um, I suppose they really worked at it. They could break it or break off a piece of it. I haven't seen them do that yet. At the place that we were living in San Diego, I put up some to test it out. They put some maple molding around the door, and you can see dents in it, but there weren't any. Nobody broke it, but that doesn't mean they can't. I have some hardwood down there that someone gave me, and they've broken that too. The beaks are much stronger than the macaws and those bigger birds. Can do more damage with them if they want to. But yeah, I mean, my glasses are a type of polycarbonate. I mean, the high index stuff is really tough, but it scratches all over it from things like this, right? Right, little boy. Yeah,
He's
when
such a
your
good
vision
boy.
gets when your vision gets so bad that you have to go to the high index stuff. It's 3 times the price of a regular lens. And where most people can get a pair of glasses for about $130, that kind of thing. With lenses and frames, you're talking about starting at 300 for my vision. Having fun? You are?
So Giselle loves the background behind you. She asked if that's a window or a mural.
Uh, yeah, it's a tapestry.
Mm.
I could put one on the other wall. The problem with one over there is I had one up there and they started tearing into it. So before they actually started, got to rip it up, I took it down. But one behind me I can defend. Mander, you're still there. That's been like you. Ouch.
Mm.
That was my ear.
Yeah.
Oh no, poor Mander. What has happened to your tail again?
No, he lost a feather.
Poor boy.
Just, I think he just pulled it out. He had
Looks
one
a
that
bit
was,
unsymmetric to me.
Yeah,
yeah, well,
it often does.
Yeah, poor
yeah,
Mander, I know.
his twisted pelvis.
But don't mind her. The
Ah,
jazzbird also had an unsymmetric tail for quite some time.
yeah, she does right now. She lost one of her feathers on the right side.
Mm.
Her right.
Mm. Yeah, Miss Shook Shook is so proud of every feather. She takes great care of them.
Well, she's a beautiful girl now,
Mm.
and she knows it.
And she
Yeah, she
gets
sure
along
does.
fine with Pip.
The bottom of her cage looks like a toothpick factory right now.
Shuggy.
I change the paper every day. So you look down there and she's just wiped out another set of toys. And there's just broken wood all over the place. She likes the 1 inch wood that I cut into shape. She likes that. So
Mm.
better than the other things. I put some of the I get from
Shuggy
our
prefers
wholesaler on there
orange
too.
wood.
She likes yellow. Yellow is her color.
Oh, yellow. Mm.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yep. If you throw orange down there, she'll ignore it for a long time. But if you throw a yellow piece of wood on the bottom of her cage, she'll chew it right up.
Oh,
Who knows
Shuggy.
why? Who knows why? Oh, there's yellow. I see that yellow grass. Oh, that's a
That's
good
pretty, Pip.
girl. Cecil. Ah! You're falling. You big Cecil bird. What? What did you say? Brr, brr. Pippa, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. JK, you still got your head buried? Oh, you're still looking at Mander. He's still got his head, his eyes looking over towards Mander. He sure terrorized Mander when he first got here, this one. I'm not going to tolerate that, Mander. Cecil, are you having fun? Well, I was going to pet you. I was just going to pet the bird. No petting the bird? Yes. Cecil is exhibiting the power of the planet Mars. Just keep moving, 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 moving. Don't stop. Are you a Martian? You got your sword there. Huh? Hurry yourself. He makes these strange little sounds that he calls up from somewhere down inside, not right from his sternum. And he goes, ah. But you won't say hello, will you? No. Or Cecil, or hi, any of the words you know. You're a nutcase. But a good one. I've become the Cecil runway.
Mm.
Yeah.
He usually does this up on the ropes where he does the runway thing, but I'm the runway now.
You have to be careful he doesn't wear a hole in your shirt.
But we're a hole in me.
Yeah.
Laurel has been doing a lot of that chewing on my shirts lately.
The Lorelei choose the holes.
Yep. You having fun? I wish wish I had that kind of energy. I have some energy. I have lots to do, but what, Mander? You gonna save me from the Cecil bird? Hmm? He was looking at him like, what the heck does he think he's doing? Maybe that's the better you than me look. I'm not sure.
That's a funny look, Manda. He's a cutesy boy.
Yes. He looks very interested.
It's that Cecil hypnosis.
Mm. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe he thinks, oh, that's relaxing.
Mystifying, isn't it? I don't understand it either, man. I don't understand it either, but that's Cecil.
So Kaisei is here and says, cute Manda, with a bunch of exclamation marks. So Manda, say hi to Kaisei.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Hello, Kaisei.
He's
Say
adorable.
hi, Kaisei. Say hi, Kaisei. Pretty bird. I don't
Oh, is it
know.
pretty bird o'clock? In a few
Pretty
minutes.
close. Pretty close.
They've got a good sense of time, these birds, haven't they? They know when the meeting's nearly over.
That's true. So Lucy has a fabulous inbuilt clock. So that's why we have a phrase saying it's pretty bird o'clock. So she often starts pretty birding when it's time for bird change, or when she thinks it's time for something, then she starts pretty bird. And it's super accurate. Oh, Shuggy starts her routine like, Pippa, you have to go. I need my bee pet routine.
Mm. Spent a whole hour not asking for meat pets.
Mm-hmm.
She must be having withdrawal.
Sugar, what are you doing?
Starting trouble.
Hey, 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 hey. That's my arm. That's my arm. Try not to grab my arm while you're. I'm not the second toy, okay? I don't know that that laser stare of yours is going to work.
Question by GTH. Is Sugar giving beak with her fluffers up? I think so.
Yep, she is. That's the polite, you're in my territory.
So, Don, could you wear sandals around the flock?
I suppose I could, but I can't wear sandals.
The question is because Puffman likes to go after April's toes when she
Oh
wears.
no, I
Like
could do
Puffman.
that. Yeah, I just personally can't wear sandals because
Mm.
when I put them on, they won't stay underneath my feet. They go off to the side. I walk like a duck. So I actually had one podiatrist to me. He goes, "Oh well, you know your footprints around the pool must look great." I said, I don't do pools, but yeah, because it looks like you have people walking from different directions if you follow my feet. You want down? I can see that you do. You want to come over here? I'm gonna go over here because if you get too, there you go. There you go, girl.
And
Well,
now
guys, it's
look
that.
at that. She's like the pink bird was rude to me.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's that time. So thanks, Amy and Eleanor, for moderating, and thank you all for being here.
Yeah, thanks
And
everybody for coming.
And see you on for the live stream.
we will see you next time. Right, Pippa? That's right. That's right.
That's right.